Advice for women under 25 from a woman that is over 25. When you're doing your skincare, go in circles like this. My esthetician calls them youthful circles. Go towards your face, not away from it. You should not ever be anybody's second option for anything. You can start over as many times as you want to. Drinking tea in the morning can help with your digestive system. Nuts, seeds, and whole grains can all improve the health of your uterus. You can be the bigger person, but if cussing them out is going to make you feel better, then baby, by all means. If you're ever wondering if you're in an unhealthy relationship, just pay close attention to what your body is doing, okay? Your skin will start breaking out, your stomach will start doing weird things, your weight will be all over the place. Your body always knows before you do. Dermatologists recommend 2 facials a month, but if that's not necessarily in the budget, a gel cleanser at nighttime and a foaming cleanser in the morning will do really, really well for your skin. I love love as much as the next woman, but jumping from relationship to relationship is a trauma response. Take some time to heal and be with yourself. The reason you're craving that one thing so vehemently is because your future self already has it. If you are a giver, make sure you have limits because takers will take all that they can. Grapefruit and squash can improve the health of your cervix. Holding your thumbs like this can suppress your gag reflex. Do what you will with that information. Do not use that fruity, flowery, pink, glittery soap near your lady parts. Foods like broccoli, cauliflower, and kale are good for your boobs. If you have any other tips for these young 20-somethings, by all means, stitch this video.
Some advice I would give you if you're not 25 yet. First and most important thing, break up with your boyfriend right now. Leave that man alone. Leave that situationship alone. Men will take and take and take and take from you subconsciously. Baby, they will run you dry. So do yourself the biggest favor and go through the withdrawals of being without that man. Start a side hustle, start your own business, do something for yourself. Stay away from those friends that are too scared to do anything. Stay away from those friends, no goals, have no aspirations, that don't want to do anything. Cut people off. You don't owe them any explanation. This is your life. This is your energy. And if they get mad about it, so fucking what? Let them realize that they actually ain't shit. Get it through your thick skull right now that that man just wants to fuck you. It doesn't matter that he takes you out to eat, that he buys you, da-da-da. He just wants to fuck you. Men will have sex with literally anything. They have no standards when it comes to who they're going to sleep with. Start journaling and getting into your subconscious mind because this world is fucked up. Our parents are fucked up and they fuck us up and the people in our family fuck us up. That's just point blank period. Try your hardest to not become a baby mama. Like, try your hardest not to get pregnant because your first, second, third, fourth boyfriend is not your soulmate and that is not your husband. Get that through your head right now. If you're in a relationship in high school, that's not gonna last. I'm gonna be the one to tell you right now that that's not gonna last. Do what you gotta do to move out of your parents' home. Do what you gotta do to leave your hometown. Do what you gotta do to move. If you feel like you've outgrown your city, do what you have to get your ass up out of there. Go after your creative passion sooner than later. You know how many 30-year-olds I meet talking about, if I would have just started when I was young. I think about that all the time and I take it into consideration because I love to make music, so that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I meet older artists that are always like, if I would have just blah, blah, blah. Don't be that person. Do not ever let your friend move in with you. Learn to love your alone time. Be careful who you call your friend because there are a lot of people that are envious of you. Not jealous, they're envious because they know they will never get the response from the world that you get.
Just turned 25 today, and the biggest piece of advice I can give to any girl that is under the age of 25 years old is that no one is coming to save you. You are the only person that can really dig yourself out of the trenches that you are in. You're the only one that knows how to do that because you're the only one who knows every in and out of your own circumstances. You can't be a passenger princess in your own life. You cannot. Like, that's not how it works. If you want to coast and just get by, then absolutely do that by any means. And I support that if that's what you want to do. But if that's not what you want to do, you have to start taking intentional action. You have to start doing things that make you feel really uncomfortable because you know that in the end, it's going to pay off. And let me emphasize the fact that it's going to feel really, really, really uncomfortable and you're going to feel like an imposter in your own life. And to be honest, you just have to get through it. For me, there was no hack. There was absolutely no hack. You have to do these things nearly every day, whatever those things are for you. I'm not even going to get into it because it's different for everyone. So you have to do these things every single day, feeling like an imposter, feeling like you're not supposed to be doing them, but knowing that you need to be doing them. And a second piece of advice that kind of ties into this, don't rely on anyone. Don't put all your eggs in one basket and have your livelihood depending on one person that is not you. Like, if you want to be a stay-at-home girlfriend, that's amazing, but also do something for yourself. Make something of yourself. If your livelihood depends on whether or not someone else likes you and is infatuated with you, is attracted to you, can stand you, can put up with you, then that's really no life to be living. So yeah, just a little piece of advice.
8 things that I wish somebody would have told me in my early 20s. Number 1, you're going to block your blessings trying to keep the wrong people around. A lot of things you're praying for haven't come yet because you haven't let certain people go. Number 2, stop making friends based off of aesthetic. Just because y'all look cute hanging around each other does not mean your energies match. And number 3, not everybody's your friend. And I know listen, I know it's cliche to say that, but everybody just doesn't have the same intention as you. And that leads me to number 4. It's okay to not have friends, because number 5, a lot of people don't have friends because they see through people's fake energy very well. Number 6, it's okay to switch up the rules. It's literally your life only. But number 7, stop looking for things to never go wrong and start looking for ways of how to handle it better next time. And number 8, sometimes we stress more about how it feels in the moment rather than actually paying attention to the lesson that this pain is teaching us. Advice for women under 25 from a woman over 25.
Don't lower your standards or lose your self-respect just to have somebody in your life. Take care of your health. The earlier you did it, the more result it's going to yield. Put sunscreen on, drink a lot of water, stretches sometimes, and anything else you do for the inside. The only thing you will ever chase is knowledge and an education. Do not chase boys. It was never worth it. Some action you take right now does not make sense and might be uncomfortable to make, but trust me, down the line, it's going to be super worth it. Maybe the money that you invest, maybe the education that you took, maybe the skill that you are building. There's going to be a lot of people to be in and out of your life, especially during your 20s or even 30s. That is totally normal. Be sad about it, grieve it as you need, but it's all going to be okay. You're going to attract more people that suits for your life later in your life. Different friends for different occasions, different needs. If you have the one friend that does everything, all aspects in your life, congratulations, that is the ultimate blessing of all. But if you don't, different friends for different needs. If you did something wrong and it's not the end of the world, it is a lesson. It is good. It's good to validate your emotion, be stressed when you need to be stressed, be sad, be anxious, take all of that emotion in and feel all of those. But stressing doesn't resolve the issues. Overthinking doesn't resolve the issues. Actions and solutions resolve the issues. There's nothing as too late or too early for a female. You do you at the time that it needs to be done, and that's it. You feel happy and you feel good. Some people say YOLO, you only live once, so you should live carefully. In fact, you should make as many mistakes as possible, especially while you're young. Life does give you a lot of chances to do it again, trust me. You can be whoever you want, that's completely fine, but being yourself will be the easiest and the nicest to your body and your soul.
Do not mess up your early 20s. Here are some tips that are extremely crucial for you to follow in your early 20s. Don't get caught up in trying to grow up too fast. There's no need for you to be dressing like you're 10 years older. There's no need for you to be doing things that grown people do. Actually enjoy that time. Figure out your personal style and what actually fits you. Date, but still date with intention. Don't just date anybody just for the sake of dating. And there's no need to give your body to a bunch of people either. That doesn't end up benefiting you in the end. You can still learn what it is that you want and don't want in a man just by simply observing the people around you. Don't be friends with people who don't genuinely support you. If you have friends that you feel like you can't share good news or important information with them, then those aren't your friends. Surround yourself with people who genuinely care about your well-being and genuinely support your goals and aspirations.
So today is my 25th birthday, and I'm going to tell you 25 things I've learned in my 24 years of life. I think that makes sense, right? Because technically this is my 25th year. So I've lived 24 years, right? I don't know. 25 things that I've learned in life so far. For starters, sometimes life gets a lot worse before it gets better, but it always gets better. Number 2, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, has life 100% figured out. No matter what it might look like, we're all struggling with something, so stop comparing yourself. Number 3, learn how to make your own decisions by yourself without consulting the opinion of somebody else. It teaches you to trust yourself. Number 4, discipline is probably one of the best and most important character traits that you can have. Number 5, stop being scared to fail. Failing is inevitable, but more importantly, failure is a stepping stone to success. Number 6, nobody's going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. It all starts with you. Number 7, learn how to say no and not explain yourself. The answer is no, period. Number 8, everybody is not going to like you, and that's okay. Number 9, you can disagree without disrespecting. I'm going to say that one more time. You can disagree without disrespecting. Number 10, and I grew up hearing this from my mama literally my whole entire life and still to this day, comfort and growth do not go together. You gotta step outside your comfort zone and do things you probably thought you could never do just to show yourself that you can actually do it. This honestly should have been number 1, but everybody is not your friend. More importantly, you shouldn't want everybody to be your friend. I think this is number 12. No matter how scary of a situation you're in, always speak up for yourself. Number 13, learn how to forgive yourself and learn how to forgive others. It's very necessary for your growth. Number 14, going on 30-minute walks every single day can literally be life-changing for your mental health and your physical health. Just try it out. Thank me later. Number 15, I know the world is a scary place and it's really, really hard to trust people. But I'm a firm believer that everybody needs at least one platonic girlfriend and one platonic guy friend. That's just my opinion. Number 16, be patient, okay? Be patient. Number 17, get a hobby of some sort and stick with it. Number 18, and I've said this before, the longer you entertain what's not for you is the longer you postpone what is for you. Replay that over and over again if you have to, okay? Number 19, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Not the second time, not the third time, the first time. Number 20, what's for you won't miss you. Number 21, he or she, whoever it is, they're not too busy. They just don't like you like that. And that's okay, because guess what? There's somebody that does. Number 22, and I know this one is a lot easier said than done, but stop stressing over things that are out of your control. There's nothing you can do about it. I think this one is number 23. Be grateful for what you do have and stop complaining about what you don't. Number 24, if you're not happy with your life, it's up to you to change your circumstances. And last but not least, number 25, life is so short, y'all. Yesterday I was 15, today I'm 25. You blink and you're 10 years older. Do your best, try your hardest, and enjoy the process. And if nobody has told you today, let me be the first one to say that I love you and I'm proud of you, okay?
Things I wish I knew in my 20s as a 30-year-old. It's better to look oily than to look dry. The sooner you can outgrow the thrill of doing things you know you're not supposed to do, the sooner you'll be consistently happy. If you're having to force anything, really push it to make it a thing, it's not for you, baby. And when something isn't for you, that means something else is, and it's just making room. Stop obsessing over what you look like. I promise you, you're the only one that's thinking this much about this topic. If you're considering dating someone and they can't give you everything that you want, not liking going out to the club is a perfectly normal thing. And if you're getting indications that you don't want to be up in the club on a Friday night, don't go. You will outgrow people. That's just the way it goes. And that's okay. Doesn't mean you can't still be friends. You just might not spend all that time together. I promise you, you're gonna find friends that like doing the same things that you do. Anytime you're getting worked up about anything, doesn't matter what it is, take a deep breath and consider how much it actually matters to you. Practice communicating how you feel about things rather than just reacting. Stop waiting for the next right thing to happen in order to go for your dreams. You are the next right thing when it comes to your dreams. So just go for it. If something feels wrong about that man, he's not right. And lastly, wear what you want. Bye.
So you need to stop messing around with them dusties after 25. You shouldn't even be dealing with a dusty. You shouldn't even be dealing with a broke man, a man who can't provide you the lifestyle that you're looking for in the next 5 years. You shouldn't be doing that. You should have gotten serious when you were old enough to pay taxes. That's when I started, opening my eyes a little wider. These taxes, they're gonna work for me. Your eyes should open a little bit wider when you start getting to about 25. That's not the cutoff age. 25 is the age where you have time to get to know someone for a few years in order for them to want to ask them to marry you. So that by 29, 28, you're married and on your way into being a stay-at-home wife and a mother, if that's what you want. And sometimes the only way to catch a woman is to put a ring on her finger or to commit. So it's very important to keep them chasing. Otherwise, they will never fully, truly commit. So if they already have you in the palm of their hand and they know your every move, your whereabouts, you're always calling and texting them and asking them this and this and this and that, they've got you. There's no reason to commit to you. You're committed to them. So there's no reason for them to commit to you because you ain't going nowhere. They can't get rid of you if they wanted to. The only way was literally to break up with you. So a man doesn't need to commit to a woman that's already committed to him.